Hello.
Years, though you are a little cutty jumpy.
Yes, the Wi-Fi has been struggling of late, but I'm just going to ignore it and hope it gets better. Um, Fingers crossed. So, before anything else happens, let's dive right on into this recap. Last time, the party briefly rested after their fight with the abishai to recover some of their strength. You guys then successfully navigated your way across the chasm, across the rickety old bridges that required some careful stepping. Stix, however, decided to roll his way across, coming a cropper when he destroyed several of the slats of the bridge and began to fall into the chasm. Fortunately, he was able to react fast enough to save himself from a long fall using his cloak of the mountebank to dimension door himself to the other side. Deeper and deeper they travelled into these natural rocky tunnels until they gave way to mortared stone ones covered with mosaics depicting a forgotten portion of history. And the story of an archdevil, Zariel, who fought as an angel alongside other celestial beings, helping trap demons and devils, banishing them from the material world. Then she was set to guard over them for the millennia. But as time passed, she became bored by her watch, becoming lax in her duties and changed by her proximity to the fiends. Eventually, taking a number of her charges as minions under her command and attempting to use them to push the devils further into hell away from the material plane. Unfortunately, she was defeated and captured by two other archdevils and imprisoned herself. In her confinement, she chose to reach out to the material plane, granting power to an individual there on the material plane. Her champion was then tasked with hunting down several powerful celestial beings, using their essence to empower himself and to begin a ritual to find his mistress and release her. However, the story's end was not shown in the mural, and left for history to find. Deep inside the temple now, the party encountered a portal, guarded by a powerful blue abishai mage, and powered by 4 large purple crystals. The party fought valiantly against the mage, as the portal continued to spew out more and more devils, disabling the crystals to slow the tide of devils. 2 destroyed, 2 remain, along with a partially wounded mage. And so, this is where we begin. At the top of the initiative round, the 2 remaining crystals pulse once more in time with the portal, and as is now so familiar to you, 2 more devils emerge, making their way into the fight. Up first, we have Klari. So, Klari, you've got Arwen behind you. 2 of her bears that she summoned remain. Neo is surrounded but supported. Let me quickly as these ones will not be affected. Stix has called out that some of the devils are due to flee, and you can see a number of them, the ones not marked by pink dots, are in the process of turning away from whatever target they were attacking, looking to flee. The mage before you is flying around 40 feet up in the air. Your dancing sword is still out. What would you like to do?
Is he? How did you say he was in the air? The mage.
Yes, he's flying in the air about 40 feet.
Oh, okay. Good.
What are the dots on?
So the red and blue dots are to remind me that they have cast the mirror image spell, and they have 2 decoys remaining.
Ah, yeah.
And the pink dot is to notify everyone that saved against Ben's turn faithless. And so everyone without a dot is going to flee in their turn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move my flying sword 5 times here.
Mm-hmm.
Attack the pink one.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, this devil is, as the sword flies over to it, sort of laboriously turns towards the new threat, already pinned between Stix and Neo. It is, yeah, that definitely hits. It is on its last legs. Yeah, and that does it. You just signal the sword and it swiftly just flies across the room, impaling this devil as it does so. It's your bonus action. Anything for your action? Any movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna move in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and attack this.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, 14 hits.
14. Oh, okay. Do I get sneak attack because Neo's next to them?
You do indeed.
Been so long I've forgotten how it works. And then...
Yeah. So you swiftly rush in following your sword, and this terrified looking devil that was about to flee is just dispatched before it, as it's almost turning its back to you to flee towards the portal, as you come rushing in and just neatly bring it down.
Cool. I'm gonna back up 5 feet. And
Okay.
that's it.
Okay. Move on to the mage's turn. The range of this spell is 15 foot range. Okay. You see them flying high in the sky. They are almost reaching out with a hand. You can see the arcane movements, and about here, Stix and Neo, you find yourselves suddenly completely encompassed in a sphere of darkness once more. Arwen, from across the room, you can see this dome, this black,
Dome of dark.
this black dome, just completely obscuring everything. And the mage drops down into it.
Into it?
Yeah.
For God's sake.
Just hiding themselves within. So all of this essentially becomes obscured from everyone. So that is their turn. Arwen, what are you up to?
Did I say it was a black or brown bear?
Brown, you cast at a higher level, so you had brown bears.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm going. Well, I was gonna. Okay, do I know where he went in? I kind of saw.
Yeah, you saw him. You just seemed to drop straight down, just out of the air into
At the place. Where? So say I saw him here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I shoot where I saw him come down?
Yeah, you can take a shot at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But into the.
Yeah. Yeah, disadvantage because you're shooting blind.
Yeah. Where is my bow? There it is.
24, you still hit.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
1 second, actually. He's got mirror image.
But I can't see him anyway.
No, but the images have a physical characteristic to them, so they can still take a shot. Unfortunately, this one hits a duplicate.
For goodness sake. Okay. Is the duplicate gone?
It would, yes. You'd seen when the first one was attacked that it was destroyed. 15
God's
misses.
sake. Okay. Right. Bears.
Bears.
My bear is in here.
Yes. Yeah,
He was facing one. So he's just going to
reveals a bear to you.
eat the one that was in front of him.
Okay, you can make an attack with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe your bears have +5 to hit.
And then I have +4. Oh, they got +5.
Yeah, the brown bear has a +5 to hit.
Why does that say +4 there?
Because that's on the damage.
Oh, because I'm an idiot.
Because damage only adds
Okay.
strength, whereas
got
attack
it.
rolls add strength plus.
I was really in the swing of it last time, and now I'm 13, 14, 15.
Disadvantage.
Shit.
Miss.
Fuck. Okay, he gets 2
damn it.
votes.
Yeah, it does have multi-attack. So that will hit.
Excellent. And that will be the claw one, because I did it second.
Mm-hmm.
That one. 8.
8. So half to 4.
And then the green bear is gonna hit the crystal.
Okay, the bear goes for the crystal roll. Go for it. Straight roll for this bear.
Blah, 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 or
Mhm.
blah, blah.
It's a d20 for an attack roll. 20 just hits.
Ooh.
Roll damage.
Yeah, sorry, I was just making sure I was
Yeah.
doing the right one.
And with that, this crystal is shattered.
Oh my god.
There's a familiar ear splitting, shattering noises. Shards of crystal are torn across the room.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's 30 to get up there, isn't it?
Sorry, the bear moving.
Yeah.
5. Yeah, these squares are a little bit. So 5,
I think it's
15, 20, 25, 30. I think gets you to there.
Does it?
Yeah, so
5,
it's there.
10.
It's basically
20,
parallel to the
25.
crystal.
Oh, yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I think 30 gets you 5 feet short of the crystal, unfortunately.
Oh, wait, no, but he has 40 then.
Oh, well then it's fine.
Okay. Can I do my second attack on the neck crystal?
Yeah.
Oh. This is amazing. I love having bears. Oh, no, bear, don't do that. Stop looking at how much health my bear's got. Leave him alone.
You know I can see this information anyway, right?
No, you can't.
I can also modify this information.
Don't you dare kill my bear.
I can give him more health if you want.
Oh, that doesn't get it, does it?
No, 14 doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Yeah, you can give my bear more health.
I'm not going to if I could.
No, you definitely should.
Okay. Alright. Up next, we have... If that's everything on your turn, any movement from yourself, Arwen?
No, I'm good back here.
Okay. So, up next we have these devils. So, this one probably wouldn't be seen actually by any of you as it's covered by the thing. But this one runs and then just... There is the familiar sound from the portal in it. All the crystals sort of slightly pulse with light, but almost like where the light's been pulsing up them, this is just like a quick sort of flash down. But that is the only one of those that is fleeing. As the oh no, sorry, this one is also going. So there are two of these spine devils just quickly dash their way back through the portal.
Woohoo!
And yeah, okay, and then no, this one. And this one's just gonna go in here, and there's gonna be some attacks against a bear. So the first one is gonna attack with advantage against the bear. That's probably going to hit. It's a 12, so 12 probably hits a bear.
Yeah.
Okay, so the bear takes 5 damage.
You killed my bear.
Okay, 1 bear down.
Oh, you've already... Oh, you deleted my bear before I could even say goodbye.
Yeah, because this one's going to go... there's going to be some movement. And this one needs to be hidden. Alright, and then... I'm going to get the flank on Neo, make some attacks against him. So, 1 hit against Neo. 2 hits against Neo. 2 hits against Neo.
Can they see in the dark? In this darkness.
They are unimpeded by...
Magical dark.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
1d6 plus 2d4. Those 2 attacks. So Neo takes a grand total of 8 damage from those 2 attacks.
I think he'll survive.
I think he'll be fine. Speaking of which, Neo's turn.
Did the oh, was it just the spiny ones? It wasn't the other ones.
They're on a separate initiative count. So Neo's turn. Oh, and he needs to make some. Nope, that's not going to do it. Oh, actually, that will do it because if it's this, that will do it. And yeah, so Neo maintains his hunter's mark, and is going to make his attacks now. Let's see what he can do. Yeah, even at disadvantage. The second one's a natural 1. So 1 hit from Neo. It looks impressive, but no one can see what's going on. You can just hear the like scrape of like claws and fangs on armor, and the swing of Neo's halberd just swishing through the air. 9 damage. To one of them. Okay. Up next we have these guys. Just 2 of these guys are going to run away, and so you just hear again another couple of like as 2 more figures just disappear into the portal fleeing from you. You would technically get an attack of opportunity on one of them, Stix, if you wanted to make it.
If I can sense someone's running away from me, I assume it's because of my thing, and therefore, because I can't see shit, so I'm just assuming that it's because of my thing, and therefore.
Okay. In which case, we go to your turn then, Stix.
All right. So, I would like to. Yeah. So I remember where Mr. Fuckface was, flying up in the sky or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I pull out the hand axes, and I'm gonna throw them. So that, because I got a pretty hefty hit on him last time, didn't I? I got a pretty solid hit, like 70 damage or something like that. So I feel like so hand axes, lobbing him at him, obviously with disadvantage, or at least where he was anyway. I don't know if he's still there. That's a 17.
17 misses.
15, come on.
Also misses. You just hear, like, across the other side of the room, both your hand axes go clattering.
And then I'm going to run and go pick him up. Just, like, start running in that area, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm like, I should be getting out of this by now. And then I get out.
Yeah.
25, 30.
Yeah, I'd say, you've used your full movement. Like, you can spot your hand axes and pick them up from where they landed.
Fantastic. Being outside, I don't see anyone. I'm like, oh, all of them must be in there. Okay. Fuck. We have no way of, like, dispelling this, right? No one has, like, dispel magic or any such bullshit. Because this darkness is impeding. Although I feel like he can probably just cast it again. And that's my turn. I fail.
Okay.
What I'm good at.
Alright.
Man, I need to get some area shit. I think next level I get like Ice Storm. So this would be no problem.
Okay. Top of the round, the last remaining crystal pulses, and a single solitary devil pulls its way out. You can see as these crystals have gone down, the size of this portal, where it is in this archway, has been reduced. This is what is constricting the flow through it, you think. Whereas before it was this 15, it started out as like this 15-foot wide circle. As it is, each crystal has been shattered, it has slowly diminished and diminished until a single entity has come through it on this turn. But we go to you, Klari. You are sort of like half in, half out of the darkness.
I'm assuming with being like half in, half out, I would know.
Yeah, you're aware of like where the
which
edge
way.
is, because it's also like a dome, so it's sort of like come down and cut off your lower half, I'll say, so you can't see like your legs, but your head is still.
Okay.
You can either move that to that side.
It's just this one like crystal left.
Yes, there is one.
Wait. I will hit it.
Go for it.
I'll try to.
Yeah, that hits the crystal. These crystals are hardy. You've seen like weapon strikes and things skate off them and stuff, but yeah, no, this is a solid hit. 15 damage. any movement? Well, any more movement? Any actions for your bonus action?
No, not for now. I'll just go stay there.
Okay. In which case, we move on to the mage. Yeah, I think I can do some of that for them. So you hear this Stix being closed. You hear this sort of like crackling, charging of energy, and then all of a sudden you see like this flash from across the other side of the room. Klari and the bear, can you both make dexterity saving throws with, I'm going to say disadvantage because you can't see the origins of this casting.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Oh,
12.
Yeah, disadvantage.
You take half damage anyway.
Just need to go and get something very, very quickly.
Okay.
Very, very quickly.
Okay. That might be a sword to kill me because I've killed the, probably just killed the last bear.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd maybe cover my drinks. That way.
Cover your drink. Keep all food in sight.
Not rolling.
So you've got 100 million dice.
I know, but I don't have enough to do it all at once. Oh, fuck it, it's not looking right. I have to find all my d6. 1, 2, 3. I'll do it in halves. That's it, probably the easiest way. Oh, that's a really good roll. That's like 4 5s and 3 6s. 16 plus 18 plus 5 is 16 plus 24 would be 30. So 29? Yeah, 29. Is that right? No, fuck it. 29. We'll call it 29 because I can't bother to maths.
For both.
Yeah, 29. Half did you saved, but the bear did not save. And then half to Klari because of evasion. Oh, the bear still remains.
Yes.
Don't hold up a real bear and make me feel guilty about my actions.
That looks more like a dog from this angle.
I know.
Oh, he's called Bear. Right, I see. Okay.
But that's their turn. Arwen and your last remaining bear, what would you like to do?
Arwen's just gonna shoot at the same place again.
Okay, go for it. 2 attacks with disadvantage.
Oh,
Yeah, that still
20.
hits. We'll have to see whether or not it hits a
Mirror
duplicate.
image.
what? There's another duplicate. I thought there was only one more.
No, there's 2 duplicates.
It's fine. If it's a duplicate, that's his last one. So then.
Roll damage.
7. It's awful.
7, okay.
Do you not have sneak attack on him? No, because you're concentrating on the bears.
The bears. Oh, bloody hell.
No, and second attack unfortunately misses.
Okay.
No, because she has on and she can't.
Bear,
Bears.
bear.
Oh, but he needs to roll a concentration check.
It's going very badly.
Ooh,
Yeah, that definitely hits.
I need to remember what I'm rolling.
Oh!
D8.
Wait.
2d8.
2d8. 2d8?
Correct.
Oh yeah! Huh! 13.
Halved to... That's still enough, even halved from the bear.
Woohoo!
This
Go
last
bear.
crystal is shattered.
Go bear.
Nicely done.
You can see the portal also fades into darkness at this point, and you realise at this point it was giving quite a lot of light to the room. The room is now much darker.
It's fucking dark.
There's the light from it is extinguished somewhat.
Oh no.
Oh, well, it's extinguished completely. Any movement from the bear? Still got a second attack.
Hmm. Can he smell them in the darkness?
I mean, probably, yeah.
Can he try and smell them? And
To what end?
to go and bite one? Or claw one?
The smell will give him, like, the general vicinity, which he, like, from your instructions, he knows anyway. But even so, like, trying to hit the specific point in the air will still be disadvantage.
That's fine. But can he do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Where does he go?
So the
Don't-
closest
the
one
bears-
would be to his right, next to Neo.
Right here? Ooh. Is that too close?
That is in a position where he could hit a creature.
Okay, I'm gonna put him
Roll 2 attacks. Nah. Unfortunately, the bear is, although he's able to smell lots of devilish scents, he's unable to strike at one with his claws. In which case, I guess we'll go to the spine devils, who are just gonna.
Oh no, my bear! He's gonna get spined. I didn't think this through.
It's okay. He's a hardy. He's done his job.
Quick, we need to name this bear, then JJ can't kill it.
The bear takes 6 damage.
Ed.
Right.
Is it still alive?
Yeah.
And Neo takes 4 damage. This flurry of blows and activities you can hear as Neo takes a couple of strikes. His shouts of pain. He needs to make a concentration check. That's fine. That's fine. So he still has his hunter's mark. And then we go to Neo's turn himself. You can hear him sort of like shouting and just sort of like calling out to wherever any of you guys have gone as he's and yeah, so 2 hits from Neo. You can't, even with disadvantage, you can't really miss. Yeah, you just like you hear like the slash of Neo's axe, and you just hear at one point shout, "Fuck! Ah, there!" And just like, "Got you, you bastard!" Just this, for me, this Neo voice comes from within this darkness. At which point, the imps gotta go. Having been forgotten in the last round. This one's gonna go here, this one's gonna come around here, and they're gonna make some taxes. So Neo's gonna get hit, and that shouldn't have been with advantage, so I'll reroll a single attack for the bear. What's the bear's AC?
11.
11. The bear is dead.
No! Ed!
So for Neo, he's fine. So he only takes. Why do my dice keep disappearing? Another 4 damage. He was getting chipped down, but he's still standing.
Yeah.
Stix, what are you doing?
Have we missed? No, we didn't miss Klari. She destroyed the last crystal. Stix is gonna shout towards Arwen. Is he still where he was?
I think so,
Did
yeah.
I- Cool. Ah. Throw my hand axes again, because fuck this guy.
Go for it.
Disadvantage. Disadvantage. No.
17. Not
You
enough, I'm
son of a
afraid.
bitch. It's fine. 'Cause I have another one. Oh,
17.
how are
Still
you
not
doing
enough.
so well with your bow? Oh, and I can't get anything with my goddamn axes. Okay, well, this has been a fucking bust. So I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, and have a look what's in it.
Okay, so you pushing on into that. You can see there are, from that position, you can see there is like a central sort of structure, sort of like a circular monolith with lots of different like runes and engravings all over it. And then on the other side, you can see 2 individual panels, each one again with magical sigils on. All the sigils are dark on these 2. You can see that like each one has like a big central rune which correlates to the runes you saw above the crystals. So the rune that would have been on the top left, so the large rune that was over the top left crystal, is denoted on this panel here, and the one on the top right is denoted on this panel here.
So these things possibly have something to do with the crystals inside the other room, but I don't know what. It's just they have the same runes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it doesn't seem like anything was going to help us kill this guy, so fuck it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay. Top of the round, the portal is now inactive, so no more devils appear. Klari, what are you up to? You can see there is one spined devil who has not yet entered the darkness. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, what's happened, dude? Where am I? Five, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I did something. What did I do?
Oh, you refreshed it, so now it's... I don't know.
I accidentally dragged something and now it's on my sheet.
Yeah, roll 20's been really slow.
No, my sheets are just white.
Yeah, you gotta wait for it to load. It takes fucking ages. Roll 20's being very, very slow and problematic. There you go.
Sorry. Yeah, so that's alright. You're going to attack this last spine devil. It's
You have to tell me what it rolled, because if that's come up. Yeah,
14.
Yeah, that is
Oh,
plenty.
might be. Hey, nice.
13 damage. Bonus action at all, or
is my sword still out? Is it just
your
lost in
sword
the
is still
darkness,
out?
or did
Yes. I think you've got one strike left with it.
Yeah. Would I know where it? Like, would I be able to move it to a spot if I can't see it?
You could probably try and just like pull it like towards you, sort of in like a general direction. Or you know, if you wanted to be like towards me, away from me, sort of left or right or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. If I could just sort of get it to come to me.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can just bring it like straight towards you.
Yeah. Cool. And then. Can I make an attack?
Yeah, you can make an attack with it.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll hit. Ain't nothing stopping that.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you like summon this sword back to you, knowing it's not got long, that it can remain active. You know, bring it back close to you. It comes like swishing through the air.
Okay. 5, 10. Oh, what's this guy's 5? 10, 15, 20.
If you want an advantage on a hit, you can technically go into Neo's space for the attack.
Oh,
and then move
yeah,
out
that's
of
a
it
good point.
afterwards. Just to let you know.
Wait. 5, 10. I'm gonna. Can I reach him like with a melee attack, or does it have to be?
You can't attack him from that space. You can't attack him from another. You can pass through another creature's space, but you can't attack him from another creature's space.
I thought you could attack as long as you didn't end your turn there.
Yeah, as long as you don't end your turn there. I always believe that was the rule. I might be wrong.
I don't think you can attack, because it is open to situations like this where you're stacking up in the same position. Like, it's very different if you think in like a combat situation, you moving past close to Neo versus you coming and standing on the same spot when everyone's trying to swing weapons and things like that and have the space to do so without endangering each other, essentially.
True, but I don't know. I apologize. I always thought that was the
My understanding is that you cannot attack
Well, it's
from
sort
another
of-
creature's space.
then I guess.
So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go.
No, we'll you're the DM. We'll say we'll say no for
I'm
now.
just gonna throw down
That's fine.
from what I was gonna do originally.
Oh
That
shit!
hits.
Still at 21.
21 does hit.
Less than 5 feet.
But he's in the air, isn't he?
No, he's not.
Is he not flying anymore?
No, he's not.
He's on the ground.
What the moving into that space then I just
Oh fuck, 30.
Shit, that's good.
That's fucking 45 damage in one hit.
That is 4 sixes. Clary, how do you want to do this?
Oh! Throw your dagger where you're aiming it.
Just for his head.
Throw your dagger at his head. There you go.
Yeah. So you throw your dagger across, and there is this. It just plunges, like as he's like twisting and turning between Neo and Stix. It plunges like into the neck, like underneath the jaw, at an up angle. And there's this river of dark Icarus blood coming out, and as it like collapses and falls to the ground and starts to just, the speech becomes slurred, but the voice is, I will reform in service of my queen. And a puddle of goop and a staff is left on the ground.
Ooh.
Ooh. Fancy stuff. Okay. Are we out of initiative?
Yeah. Let's see.
Whew. Hey. Good job, peeps. I think that's it. I'm gonna give myself a quick little bit of 15 lay on hands to put me to 18 health. So I was on fucking 3 HP. And then I'm gonna roll one life spells. That's 10. That's 28 HP now. Whew. Good job, guys. I am now
What is
yeah,
the
with
thing
all
on
my
the floor?
spells.
What thing on the floor?
The staff.
The staff?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go over to it and like pick it up. It's this, like long quarter staff. It's got like a metal like spiked cap at the bottom. Just to make it sort of like nice and a little bit more vicious. And the top of it is like hooked over almost a bit like a shepherd's crook, but not quite as large. It's a much tighter like hook, almost like
Fish hook.
a bit more like a fish hook. Well, than that, it's got sort of like a leather wrap around the middle where you'd sort of grip it normally.
Is it magical?
Don't know, just by looking at it.
Can I make a check?
You can make an Arcana check if you want. You don't know. You saw them casting and using it in their casting, but whether or not the staff itself was a source of any of that magic, or they were using it just to channel magic through, you don't know.
Boring. Okay, leave it on the ground.
Okay.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna pick that up. Take it. Maybe I don't know, Clary, you use wizardy shit. Maybe you can use a wizard staff. Like, I don't know if it has any spells or anything in it.
I'm gonna assume it needs a tune.
Oh yeah, and you'll fill up on attunement stuff. Okay. Hey, fuck it. Maybe I can attune to it. Maybe I can get cool spells and shit. Who knows? How many stuff am I attuned to at this point? Just one. Sweet. Spells of dwarven kind. Yeah, I'm gonna go back into this room over here and just quickly check things out. Can I make some sort of check to try and ascertain the purpose of this stuff? I obviously know the rooms match up to the different things.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. So
yeah.
going into the room, you can see that there are 4 pedestals that match, each with a rune that matches the 4 crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can make an Arcana check or an Investigation check. Arcana will have a lower DC.
Okay, I will take a quick moment to praise Zuriel and give myself some guidance, and then roll an Arcana check. Oh wait, 8.
Yeah, other than what you've already ascertained, that there is a link between these, you are struggling to determine their arcane nature. It seems like potentially, even if these are arcane, they're infernal arcane, which it's almost like 2 levels. You're having to guess the language and then whatever it means in that language.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna assume I'll ask like everyone else to see sort of what they think, but I'm just gonna spend a little bit of time getting out of here and like waiting by the door, I guess. See if everyone's good to leave, because I mean, if this is it, I believe this is it. This is the portal where bad things are coming from. So I guess we're good. I guess we can go.
What's in here?
But yeah,
with
that's
all
all.
the crystals.
So you head down and you investigate the side room. You can see there are like 3 intact, like large crystals. There's a couple of like pieces of broken ones. Looks like it maybe like fell off the bench or something like that. You can see there are these large crystalline structures that look very similar. You can see they have been shaped in such a way they're sort of pentagonal in shape, and the crystals you've destroyed have the same like pentagonal shape, so they like fit into like a socket mounting on the floor.
How heavy are they?
An entire crystal? It's quite heavy. You go to pick it up and it's hefty. It would, it's probably too much for a single person to lift. But 2 people could like carry it between them. Yeah, they're quite big. You realise looking at them, they maybe sank like a foot into the floor. They're probably about sort of like 3.5 feet in length, and maybe sort of a foot 18 inches in diameter.
Can I roll it off the table and break it, please?
Yeah, if you want.
All 3 of them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Just make a couple of strength checks for me. We'll make three
I'm very strength.
strength checks.
So that one I can't. I can't read.
Yeah, 16. Do I do? Yeah. 9. We'll say with the crit, yeah, you comfortably.
2 at a time.
Yeah, like, you roll it down and it's. Yeah, so the third one takes a little bit. Maybe you have to like stamp on it a few times, or like get another piece and like whack it with something. But yeah, with that combination of rolls, I'll say totaling what's that? That's 38, like 41 across 3 rolls. I'll say that's enough to shatter them into a large number of pieces.
Nice. Now no one can open the portal again.
Whew.
So,
There we go.
anyone else
Maybe.
want to vandalise anything while we're here?
I mean, I think we've done enough vandalizing. We've broke a portal, destroyed some crystals, killed some devils. I feel pretty vandal. I feel like I've done enough vandalizing. I am, however, maybe as like hearing the smashes, I'm gonna maybe take a couple of these crystals.
Mhm.
I was going to do that.
Maybe like take some of these like crystal shards.
Yeah. I mean,
Pretty deep.
you've got sort of like, I mean, essentially like up to 4 giant crystals worth if you want.
But they're really heavy
They are, but they're now in pieces as well. You
though.
just,
Right, but
We also have a bag of holding.
there's still only 4 of us. And
Yeah, but we have a bag of holding.
fucking hell, my shoulder. But also there is the bad lady in there. And if
So
the
It's a
crystal
broken crystal. What's she gonna do with a broken crystal?
shatters the urn that she's in.
I mean, I'm pretty
You
sure
have
it's
used the
put in,
bag
like,
enough
its
to
own.
know that when you want to put something in or take it, when you take something out, you have to like think about the thing you want to take out, and then
Okay.
it essentially is summoned into your hand. It's it's not just a big hole that stuff rattles around in.
Okay. Yeah, chuck it in then, dudes.
I'm taking it all.
But like 4. Yeah, like 4 big crystals.
4 like big chunks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Then, do we want to take like a quick short rest or something in here before leaving? Because it's a long walk and we left some devils. Like, we didn't kill everything that came past us, did we?
You pretty much
And these
killed
are
everything
big
you
ass-
encountered.
Yeah, but I mean, these are some really big ass caverns, and we're not
Yeah.
entirely sure that.
It's up to you. It is
Yeah.
very hot down here. You will remember, that atmosphere has not necessarily abated that much. The ambient temperature. Although, make an Arcana check for me. Everyone can do this.
Can I just help someone? Is that allowed?
Yeah, I mean it's essentially the same thing. You've got better Arcana than Stix
do I?
does. So.
Okay, I'll just do it then.
No.
We suck.
We're so smart.
Okay. Yeah, so it is very hot in this environment. You guys were fighting, sort of exhaustion from the heat. It's up to you guys. If you take a rest down here, or you try and rest down here, it might not go well.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I think
the
we
heat
just
might-
go.
You get the sense that the heat is going to be pretty oppressive, and it's going to be hard to escape that.
Let's leave.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys head out. You head
Agreed.
back down the long corridors, back past this murals, or all of these murals where they're sort of like stretched along this corridor, largely spaced out, where you've pieced together this historic story, and these beautiful images where they've got all these different sort of like colors and details picked out in different like gemstones and things like that. You see the constant theme, and a lot of them is this almost like ruby thread that connects the Zariel's champion to across to Zariel wherever she is in her imprisonment. But yeah, you walk down this, and the temperature again as you leave the vicinity does start to diminish. It's still warm down here, but it is no longer as oppressive. Moving slowly and carefully, you guys make your way along, and eventually you make it out of the mortared stone corridors back into the tunnels once more. Moving through, it would still be considered warm, but it's almost blessedly cool compared to getting out of the temple now, cooling you all quite pleasantly as you go. It takes a little while, but you follow the familiar symbols that you picked up on that marked the passage in and out. Making your way through, you make your way back to the bridges once more. You find yourselves there. These 2 rickety bridges over this cavern, just softly swaying in this underground breeze. It's about 20 foot across. But you need to make your way back across this span.
Oh yeah, the bridge is out on it. No, it's not out, but there's like broken bits.
Yeah, both the bridges have a hole in them. One where Klari shot down one of the flying abishai that crashed through one of the bridges, and the other one where Stix, to put no too fine a point on it, yeeted himself across.
Yep.
How is everyone
talk about...
proceeding?
I don't know. I kind of just want to walk it, but at the same time, I have literally no spells left. Nothing. So if I was to fall, I can't save myself. Anyone have any good ideas, or are we just walking it and hoping?
I say we walk it and hope.
Alright. Quick prayer to Zuriel for some guidance. And I'm going to attempt to just like stride over, jump over, like gaps the bits of the bridge.
Okay. If you're just trying to make your way over it carefully, just make a straight dexterity check then, please.
I don't have any.
Oh, sorry.
Do I? No. Straight dexterity. Okay.
Shit.
I mean, Clary, you can fucking fly, so
Do I fail?
you're fine.
Can I change into an animal?
Oh, what are the odds?
I'd like to change into an animal, please.
Okay, so Arwen, you begin to cross, and you get to the patch that has been broken out by Stix, and trying to like hop your way over this little gap. Like you just don't get your foot in the right place. One of your feet slips backwards, and you begin to tumble. So instead of like trying to grab any of the ropes to save yourself, you just transform. What do you transform into? Is this wild shape or is this?
Yeah, a wild shape.
Okay.
I want something, a cat. They have good grip.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you transform into a cat.
They always land on their feet as well.
Yeah, but I don't think it matters if you land on your feet like 1,000 miles down.
Yeah, well, I'm grabbing on
Okay.
as a cat.
Yeah, I'll say for the cat's claws, make a dexterity save with advantage. But this is using the cat's dexterity.
No, it uses mine.
Uses your mental stats. Uses the creature's physical stats.
What is it?
+2.
+2? Is that it?
That's what a cat gets.
Fuck's sake. Stupid cat.
Dexterity save with advantage though.
So that's what I want.
Mm-hmm. Natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
So you like reach for the rope that's forming the hand railing, and at the same time you transform, and one of your cat claws just grabs it, and you just find yourself just perched atop this like side rope, and just continue to make your way across. Stix. The sort of like rocking of Arwen's weight suddenly shifting also causes you to miss a step on this hole that you created. I'll tell you now, the DC before there was a hole was 10. Now there's a hole, it's gone up. So you have some opportunities to save yourself. Is there anything you're doing? Otherwise, just make a straight dexterity saving throw to try and grab one of the ropes.
There's like ropes. I'm assuming, there's like ropes either side of this. I'm going to try and like grab on one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And sort of like swing myself then to a point where I guess I've fallen through, so I guess.
Yeah, your footing has slipped and you're beginning to fall. So you've got several opportunities to like grab the top rope, and like then grab like one of the side ropes.
If I'm beginning to fall, can I use whatever foothold I might have with like 1 foot or whatever to sort of spring myself forward and try and grab a rope or a plank or something just further along that one side of the bridge. This side I'm trying to get to anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say it's a dexterity save. If that's how you want to like flavor it, then 11. So you go for this like lunge to try and get yourself over this gap, and your grip just doesn't quite, like, you're like trying to grab on, but again with the swaying of the bridge, you miss the first rope. Yeah, everyone else sees this. Everyone else has an opportunity to do something.
Oh my cat.
Yeah. While Stix is beginning to fall. Like, you see Stix like slips, he goes to grab the first rope, he misses that. Everyone else has an opportunity to do something.
Can Klari fly?
Klari can fly.
Yeah, you can fly.
I can't carry you because you let go of the cape.
Oh yeah, you have to like physically hold the cape. Can you like kick out a leg that I can grab? Something that at least gets me to like walls on the side, so I can grab onto a wall and climb the rest of the way up.
I'm just thinking, like, go underneath and just prop you up so you can kind of step back onto the bridge.
Yeah.
I mean, if that works.
I don't know. I don't know how the thing works. Does that work?
Yeah, so Klari, in this, you're swooping underneath the bridge where Stix's legs are sort of like slipping through, and using like your back or your shoulders to like give him a bit of a platform to push off of with his legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say, and instead of just a dexterity save, Stix, you can make a strength save instead. You could use your strength to like push you back up and like grab on.
Oh, that's much better. I got +8 in that. Oh, actually, I've got a +6 in dex saves, so it's only slightly better.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's...
So with Clary's help, you comfortably like managed to grab onto one of these ropes, using your legs to like boost you up to grab a rope that was slightly out of reach. Klari, you're like pushed down a little bit as you get sort of like a boost in like the shoulder, but you managed to make your way back up, no issue. And yeah, in Stix, you're able to like hold onto a rope and like drag yourself the remaining few feet across to safety. Neo, having seen this kerfuffle, is going to use one of his last remaining spell slots to Misty Step across.
Yep, I know he has Misty Step.
And avoid any risk to himself. But yes, you guys are all back on one side. I must say, I am loving the fact that I think you got like an 11 last time as well, Ben.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just going to be a 10 to walk across the rickety bridge without anything untoward happening, and then you decided to smash more holes in it. So I was like, I'll make it a 12. And even just... Stix's jumping hubris. So nearly his downfall.
He's a special sort of individual. Stix.
Stix is a unique individual, to say the least.
Yeah.
Everyone safely, just about, across the bridge. You guys are back in the tunnels once more. It's not long progressing through them that you climb your way out of these natural rocky tunnels back into the mine portion of this underground, and begin to make your way back through that, passing these tunnels that have these support beams, the numerous sort of dead, both humanoid and giant bodies you'd come across, a few puddles of sort of goop kind of drying out now at this point, where you'd encountered a few devils and things and slain them. After several hours of making your way out, you finally approach the main central chamber once more. There are still 2 pathways off, and there at the bottom there is this lift. This sort of metal platform with 4 chains connecting to a single point above, just reaching up and up and up and up, and you can see this small circle of light high above.
He did tell us how to signal him with the lift, didn't he?
Yeah, there is a chain, like a smaller chain, sort of like in amongst the big one, just like dangling down, and there's like it's like a signal pole.
Yeah. So pull that.
So you'll
Ready
step onto the
ourselves.
platform,
Head on back.
pull like the signal. You have to give it like a big yank, and you can hear the very like faint sound of a bell chiming above. And then in short order, there's a big like chunk, and then just high above you there is the slow, like, soft rattling of the mechanism as you guys, lurching at first, sort of slowly rise your way up into the air. It takes a good few minutes. Slowly rising, the light getting brighter and brighter as you do so, and again these sort of slightly sloped walls of the pit, the walls getting further away as you rise up and up and up, until eventually you make it out into it's a somewhat faded or fading sunlight now. It's on its way down, and you come to rest at the side of one of these platforms that extends out with these chains above, these cranes holding the chains above that lower these platforms down. And at the top there is the familiar figure waiting of Barras.
Your devil problem is done.
He smells. He's like, good, that is good. Some did not think you would return. Come. Just gestures you all to follow. Leads you all again once more back through the village to this large like central hall where you first met the chieftain Tonag. The guards on the door step back to let you pass and let you enter with Barras, and once more you are confronted by the chiefly figure of Tonag sat on his throne. They look up from their position, sort of almost confusedly at first, and then with recognition you can see almost like a rueful smile spreading across their face. Rather than just waiting for you to approach them, they do stand as you walk down and take a few steps down towards you to greet you in the middle.
Hello. We're alive.
Hello.
Still. Just.
Well, your return is either good news or ill for our fate.
Good, I think. There was a portal. A big old magic portal of awfulness. Spawning these horrible demons and devils from the hells or wherever. And we closed it, and we killed all the ones we could find down there. So we're good. I mean, you're good. We're not good. We're tired.
I can see.
I'm tired.
You may rest assured you can rest here tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Safe from the other trials of the desert. But, yes, I look forward to hearing more about your exploits down there. This portal, it is closed for good, I hope.
Yes, it was powered by these crystals, but we broke the crystals and have taken several of the larger chunks with us so that they can't be used to fix them or anything. So we should be good. We should be good. There's no one on this side. I feel like the portal has to be opened on this side, and these crystals have to be thinged on this side anyway, and there's no more of them to do anything on this side. So,
That's good
yeah.
news. You have done a great favor to us. You have earned my trust and respect.
If you want to go down, like if some of your people want to go down there just to, you know, like, it's completely safe. But if you just want to like demolish everything, then just to be safe, that's a great idea.
No, it sounds like with what you have found, you'll have to tell me in more details of this portal and what surrounds it, but it sounds like this is what Tozi was after.
Okay. Just making sure.
We will have to. If we can show her it to her, then we may be able to achieve some respite from her ire.
Okay.
And hopefully we can
Okay.
aid you when the time comes.
Woohoo.
But
Yeah.
for the time being, we must remain in our home. This place, although sullied by the experiences of the last few months, we will forge anew, strike new tunnels, the metals that we use in our blacksmithing.
Okay, good. Yeah, following on from what Arwen's saying, yeah, I would definitely recommend if you head down, and I'll try and describe to him sort of the route we took, and I'll say like early on in that route or at some point in that route, just like to be sure. Yeah, we definitely recommend you collapse those tunnels. Your giants just punch the sides of the tunnels a little bit, and you'll be fine. Just to prevent anything, because I feel like, you know, there's lots of demons and devils in this world that might, you know, you guys might not be able to see the entrance to this place all the time. So, you know, to prevent, you know, to save you guys the hassle, really, of having to, you know, have that worry, maybe collapse that, have it all squared away.
We will do something, of course, but if we are too suspicious, if we are too destructive, we will risk incurring Tossi's wrath once more. And
True, but don't mine tunnels collapse all the time? Maybe do it a bit closer to the thing. Destroy, like, I mean, this is just off the top of my head, but maybe, you know, you can destroy several places of the tunnel, so it almost looks like, you know, this one bit's collapsing, which has caused another bit, which has caused another bit, you know. It might take a little bit of work, but I'm just saying, if you don't want them to have whatever's there. But
we had noticed that the ground had grown particularly unstable of late.
Exactly.
We shall see. Giants are loyal. Our ways are steeped in tradition. And the measure of a giant is measured in its strength. You have done us a great service. But you may have to prove yourselves again to get more giants to follow you.
Well, for the time being, as long as we have you guys, that's good enough for us. Yeah. I mean, we took down a portal to hell, so that's pretty good day's work. But whatever.
Yes. Let us speak of this no more. Tossie has had her pint of flesh. Recently, she will not bother us anytime soon. Let us celebrate this new alliance with a feast tonight.
Woohoo.
Oh, yeah. Is there a place we can go now to just, like, get a little bit of a rest until then, sort of
Yes,
thing?
of course. Ballas, show them to one of the empty buildings. Jaharis will do for now. She has no more need of it, of course.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Awkward.
It's fine.
Do we get a long rest?
Yeah, and so
What
with
about
that,
probably
Barris escorts you up. You are shown to one of the, like, to an empty-ish hut. There are still a few sort of like possessions and things around. You can see it looks like it's kind of been like picked over. Like a lot of stuff has been like probably claimed by other people and stuff, like, and redistributed. But there are still a few sort of basic things like around. Everything in here is enormous. Like, it takes you ages to, you have to like boost yourselves up into the chair, and then it's almost, it's like being a toddler again, with your feet swinging high off the ground. You can't sit at the chair and eat at the table, and it's just too high to comfortably do that sort of thing. But there is an incredibly large bed. There is lots of tables, stools, things like that. Enough space for you guys to rest. You're given a bit of time to do so. As you're sort of like making your recoveries and things like that, Barras is not with you constantly, but he pops in relatively frequently just to check that you're okay, checking you and things like that. He seems to have, you get a sense, maybe taken a liking to you, or you've been assigned to look after you.
Yay!
Giant
Woo.
And
Giant.
You get a better sense of the village. It does seem more sparsely populated than you might have expected. As you rest, and maybe some of you take the time to watch the sort of comings and goings, you see two giants walking through the village. They've got this giant metal stake between them. They're carrying it on their shoulders, and across this stake is this enormous, like, stripped down carcass of some sort of creature. You can see it's already been like skinned and things, but it is this enormous, like, tall, like, humpbacked like creature. You see his legs have been crossed over and tied together to like be supported on this essentially like giant spit. And you watch them, they make their way in towards like one of these central patches of the village. There's this large fire being built in the center. Being fire giants, they are well versed in fire, and this thing is like spitted and set up and slowly like set to turning. Over the next few hours, as the sun properly goes down, an excitable atmosphere comes over. Barrels and things are rolled out, chairs and things are rolled out. These enormous tables set up, like the ones inside the hall, are dragged out into the open to give a more excitable atmosphere. There is a series of like unusual mechanical looking chairs have been cobbled together. There is one long table has been placed, and you see the chief's chair has been brought out, and 4 chairs have been placed to one side of them, which are much smaller and slighter, and almost have like little ladders like leaning up to them. You can see, well, you can assume these chairs have been cobbled together pretty quickly. For you expect. It looks like. And they've got little like steps or like ladders, so you can like climb your way up and sit. Still low down compared to a seated giant, but like more on a level. You can at least be above the table rather than having to be below the level of the table or anything like that. But the evening comes. The meat is well cooked and delicious. Being such a large creature, it's almost like cooked in stages. So like the outside is seared and the fat is dripping off it. You can see it's like peeled away with these sharp knives, and is quite almost raw and rare in the middle. But big strips are like served up, and then it is like, you know, the next almost layer is cooked once more. You know, it seems to be this long like eatery process for them. But yeah, you know, there is this incredibly large beast that is consumed by you all, and it is delicious. You know, there are barrels of mead and things like that, and you guys have a joyous evening amongst the fire giants, celebrating your
Lovely.
great aid to them. But you can all eat, drink, and be merry, and take a long rest.
Woohoo!
Oh, thank everything. Long rest. Oh, just watching everything like. Long rest.
I don't suppose they own any like arrows or anything that I can have.
Probably not.
Or is it just
Oh yeah, I know the creature's type, but not what it like.
They are
What
undead.
it is like. They are undead. I'm gonna read Divine Sense because maybe I know. It's fiend or undead. You know the type of any being whose presence he sends, but not its identity. Right? Okay. So the presence of any place that has been consecrated or desecrated as of the house spell. Fuck. Well, that's sad.
You can find out more next time.
Indeed. Very good session, JJ. Thank you very much. I'm very intrigued. It's a one baddie. I'm sure it can't be that bad,
Don't
unless
say
it's
things
like
that.
fucking. It's gonna be like a demi lich, or like a fucking, or it's gonna be like Balsam, and he's just turned himself invisible and he's just watching us like.
Do you think he
He'll
can
be fine.
be
It'll be fine.
like killed with salt